And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Good afternoon. I'm National Weather Service Meteorologist John Cowen with your Alaska Public Forecast. We'll start off taking a look at hazards across the state. We only have two active hazards at the moment. The first is going to be a flood watch that's in effect for portions of the Yukon River between Eagle and Circle, and that's for an ice jam that's moving its way through the system. We also have a special weather statement in effect for 40-mile country between Fairbanks and Eagle, and that's going to be for some heavier rain moving into the area on Friday and persisting into Saturday. We're expecting below 1,500 feet in elevation, about a quarter to a half inch of rain in some areas, so definitely some above average precipitation in that area. Our satellite loop pretty clearly shows a deep low in the Gulf of Alaska that's bringing active weather to a good bit of the coastline at the moment, all the way from the Gulf Coast into the Panhandle. And then as we get into tomorrow, we'll see this front continue to lift north into the interior, and that'll continue to bring our unsettled weather, mixed rain and snow across much of the interior into this weekend. We also have a low pressure system way out in the far, or just south of the far western Aleutians that'll be moving east over the next couple of days. And we'll see by Sunday it'll become a fairly strong feature as it approaches the Gulf of Alaska. Now getting back to tonight, we do have our low pressure in the Gulf of Alaska, again bringing rain to much of the immediate coastline. We have snow expected in the higher elevations, mixing with rain in the lower elevations. Getting into Friday, again that front continues to lift north and bring some warmer weather with it. Snow showers again expected across the Alaska Range, lower elevations, even in the Tanana Valley. We'll be getting some rain tomorrow. Getting into Saturday, the front does begin to weaken rather quickly as our low from the Aleutians starts to push east into the Gulf of Alaska. This is going to really start to deepen on Sunday, as you can see, reaching about 981 millibars, and some very strong winds expected with this as well across higher elevations of south central Alaska, as well as the eastern Aleutians, where you can see these isobars getting fairly close together. But the northern portions of the interior do begin to clear out on Sunday, as we do have high pressure in the far north that's going to help clear things out. Taking a look at our temperatures Friday morning, generally pretty warm for this time of year, even above freezing across portions of the Tanana Valley, near freezing for most of the interior, high 30s to around 40 even for portions of south central and the immediate Gulf Coast, mid 40s for the Panhandle. As we get into Friday afternoon, temperatures warming up into the 50s across a good chunk of interior Alaska as well as south central, upper 40s to near 50 for the Panhandle. By Saturday morning, low temperatures we're expecting again above freezing for a good chunk of the interior, and that's again due to the weather system that'll be moving up from the south, bringing milder temperatures with it. Temperatures for the Panhandle in the low 40s expected for Saturday morning, mid 30s to around 40 expected across much of the Aleutians, where we have cooler air being pulled down from the north. And then by Saturday afternoon, again, cooler temperatures in the Aleutians with that northerly flow, but for the interior, we have much warmer than average weather expected generally in the upper 40s to mid 50s even for portions of the interior and south central, near 50 again for much of the Panhandle. Taking a look at our 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, you can see a little bit warmer than normal expected for portions of southwestern Alaska, but across the North Slope, the Brooks Range, and even getting into the Panhandle, we do have cooler than normal temperatures expected, otherwise generally near average for much of the state. Taking a look at our precipitation outlook, wetter than average for portions of southeastern Alaska into south central, but this is our dry time of the year, so it doesn't really take a whole lot of rainfall in the forecast to start looking above normal. Generally drier than normal expected for portions of northwestern Alaska, but otherwise pretty close to average for much of the state. And then that'll wrap up our public weather forecast. I'm meteorologist John Cowen.